Hello everybody and welcome to episode 182 of the Let's Play world. Man, this has been quite the week. First off, my internet has been down. Just disappeared Saturday night and I got a hold of my service provider and they weren't able to figure out why, so they're going to send somebody out tomorrow. So I had to use my hotspot to get my skin to load, and I'm not sure what's wrong, and hopefully they can figure it out. I'm also having trouble with OBS. It's not wanting to record to my external drive. It's just being all kinds of a pain. I fished this guy out of the river. We need a name for this one because Keith is over here all lonely and needs a buddy. Last episode, we put a roof on this thing, and you can see I did a little bit of decorating here. I put some vertical windows in here and here rather than just big walls. And I put some vertical windows in here as well to kind of match. And then if we bust into the free cam here, see if I can go outside. I planted a couple of big trees. I did one here right outside of our bedroom, and I did one here right next to the map room. And I think those kind of enclose our compound a little bit, so it's very wooded, very overgrown feeling, and I think that looks really cool. You know, when I started building this, I was thinking I wanted it to be very, very modern looking. So I was going to leave the stone walls as is. But I got a comment from Douglas Gordo who said, you know, it's going to look really good when you start texturing it and putting mossy stone bricks and stuff. And then I was like, that would look kind of good. You know, we've got this compound out in the middle of the jungle, and it's really woodsy and really viney, and so it makes perfect sense that it would be a little bit tore up and a little bit mossy. We've obviously got a ton of vines, so we could make mossy stone bricks pretty simply, so I think I'm going to do that. A couple other quick updates. I got the item frames up on the walls, and I have dedicated a few of the chests to specific items. We've got our map room over here, and I went ahead and did a map of our local area. So here you can see the compound we're working on, the ravine right behind us, our cow enclosure, and then the little staircase that leads up to our little wheat farm. You know, and I kind of realized something as we were kind of hanging out over here. We've got this portal right here. And on the other side of this portal, we have a wither skeleton farm. And that means we can pretty much get as many beacons as we want, because we have as many wither skeleton skulls as we want. Now the problem is, on the other side of this is also a ton of blazes, and blazes really like to catch me on fire. But we also have a bunch of magma cubes, and if we got the magma cubes, then we can make fire resistance potions. So what I want to do before we go through here and get a bunch of wither skulls is I do want to set up a little bit of potion brewing area. And I did run back to our old base and grab some nether wart, and I also grabbed some crying obsidian because I think that would look really cool next to our portal in our portal room there. So today, let's texture up the base a little bit. Let's put in a potion brewing area in this room over here. Maybe we'll grab some wither skulls, and definitely we'll fill out our maps a little bit more. And you know, if this is the kind of thing that you like watching, definitely hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Most of the people who watch my episodes are not subscribed. Is this all the stone I've got? So we're going to start off today by getting some stone. All right, so I take some stone and I turn it into the stone bricks, and then I can take the stone bricks and I can turn those into mossy. Yeah. Okay, so I think with the texturing, we're going to want to be very specific and very sparse, because if we do too much of it, it's just going to look kind of messy. We do like this sort of thing, where it gets a little mossy, gets a little blocky, like maybe some stucco fell off or, you know, something like that. I think that is going to serve us just fine. Another thing we need to be mindful of is if we do put one like here, we can see it here, but we can also see it here. So I want to be very deliberate about where we put all of these blocks. Okay, so this is kind of the idea. So you can see a little bit roughed up. Occasionally we get these mossy bits, looks nice and overgrown. I'm thinking, even though this was sort of an accident, I might want some vines in here, just so that it feels like the jungle lives here just a little bit more than we do. So I might put a few of those around, not so that they take the whole place over, but just so that we get a little bit of that poke through kind of look. The more of it I do, the more of it I like it. Not sure how much to do or how much roughing up we want to do. You know, we could always even use like stairs and put divots and holes in the wall, but I don't think I want to tear it up quite that much. So I kind of like the direction this is going. I don't want to do too much. That's my concern here. And I've only used mossy stone bricks and regular stone bricks. I don't think I want to do any cobble or any andesite. I think that just might be too much. I want to leave the ceiling kind of pristine. And I've dotted some vines around just to see what they do. If it's too much, we can always cut them down. I kind of like the little bit of a roughed up look. I just don't want to overdo it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Should I do more? Should I do something different? Because I'm kind of open. Sometimes like this looks a little bit too much, but other times some of it just looks really, really nice and kind of adds a little spark of interest and all that. So yeah, let me know what you think. So I think I want to switch gears for just a second here. I had mentioned that I'd run over to the old base and I'd grabbed a little bit of netherwort and some crying obsidian. And then we took a brewing stand from the village that we saw last time we were wandering around. And I think over here, I want to use the crying obsidian for some decoration in here. So, you know, we could make this portal go all the way to the ceiling, really. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. That's not a very good number for breaking this up. I could do something here and something here, just to make it look a little more substantial, a little more interesting. I could also just double up the width of the portal and go all the way to the ceiling with that. I'm not sure, but I do want to use this over here because I think it looks cool and it adds a little bit of light so we can get rid of the torches. Yeah, I could also do something where I just do it in the corners, you know, all the way up to the ceiling. I would definitely need to get a little bit more, but that might be kind of a cool look as well. So yeah, just some thoughts of what I'm thinking there. But yeah, we will figure something out for sure. Across the hall, over here, we've got a ton of space. And I want to use this for a couple of different things, but I think one thing I want to do is I want to plant some netherwort in here so we can just brew fire resistance potions whenever we want. I think what I want to do is like a raised bed, like that. And then maybe we could put trapdoors, go like that. And then I don't have enough netherwort that I brought, but we'll let that grow up and then we can kind of plant that there. And then maybe just right out in front here, we could put our brewing stand. Maybe we'll put it on a little block or something like that. And then we can just grab the nether wart, brew it up. Maybe put a couple chests over here to keep our magma cubes and all of that in. I think that's going to work just fine. Voila, there we go. So now we've got our brewing stand, we've got a couple of chests to keep our materials in. This is growing up. Maybe we'll do something a little fancier than torches to keep it lit up, but we'll see. So now that we have that, and we've got that, we were to go through here. I did one upgrade. Let me show you that real quick. So I added some glass on either side, and it's just to help keep these guys in check so I don't get totally wrecked by these blazes. Now I do have one fire resistance potion. Oh my gosh, this guy is out of control. So I'm going to drink that. And then I'm going to head down. Oh, I forgot about the regular skeletons. They're gonna wreck me. Okay, the blazes, I'm good. These guys, I'm not great. Don't hit the pig man. Oh, he's in trouble. All right, here we go. Now, right down here, there is a little safe space so that I can hang out here and they can't quite get at me. Okay. Just in time. How did I do? I got one skull through all of that. Got a few magma cream, bunch of coal, a few blaze rods, bunch of bones, a few arrows. So yeah, pretty productive. And then I can kind of plop the magma creams over here and the blaze rods we can use. So yeah, we can get all the magma cream we want to make all the fire resistance potions we want, and then we can get all the wither skeleton skulls we want, and hopefully build some beacons, which would be a nice addition over here. And now I think I want to kind of switch gears to the maps. So far, we have just explored this little area up here when we were looking for some sand. And so what I want to do today is maybe we could dip into these other areas here, and see if there's anything interesting around there. Another thing I was just thinking about, if I grab this map here and look at it, yes, we are right along the top edge, just inside. So that is exactly where we are. It's right there. So yeah, what if we grab this map and this map and this map, and we just sort of explore this area so that we can kind of expose a little bit on each of these. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so I've got the maps. I grabbed the cartography table. I grabbed some paper so that we can expand these maps out. Let's fly around a little bit and see what we can find. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I think this one goes here. This one maybe goes here. This goes here. This one goes here. And that one goes there. Nice. Okay, so here's what we had at the start, and then we did a bit of flying around. It's a massive jungle, really, really huge. And then just south of us, there is an actual desert and a little bit of a mesa over here, which is good to know about. And I found another jungle temple, pretty nice looking plains over here with lots and lots of animals. It's a really, really cool space. Also found some more goodies. I found some emeralds. I found a couple of more wild armor trims. Found some golden horse armor, some gold ingots, and I grabbed a bed from that village. So we have 6 of the wild armor trim now, which is really, really cool. So that jungle temple we found had a lot of mossy cobblestone in it, and I kind of went a little crazy with it. I also decided to do andesite, and it looks pretty great. It definitely looks beat up and worn, and what I really like is that the structure is very, very modern, very contemporary, but it feels like the jungle is encroaching, or it's, you know, just kind of taking over, and like you just can't fight it because it is more of a force than we are. And so I haven't completely finished the whole thing yet, but we can definitely go get more of that mossy cobblestone. And yeah, this looks pretty great, I think. Between episodes, I think I'm going to finish texturing the walls and making this place look great. Next episode, we'll definitely do a little bit more exploration. We'll do a little bit more decoration around here. And while I was editing this video, I saw something in the footage, and I'm very excited to show you next episode. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.